Why isn't any of this working? Why can't I fix my frame? What do you mean? What's wrong with this thing? How do I make it work? Someone help me. What do I do? Someone please send Ja Rule.
You need help from number one in all of Kazakhstan, Borat Sagdiev. He will help you how to set up OBS tutorials. Very nice. Dziękuję.
G'day champions, welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna do a OBS tutorial video, how to set up OBS for beginners. Now I've been streaming for nearly 2 years. I started on OBS Studio, I went to Streamlabs and went back to OBS Studio because of all the performance issues and just wanted to streamline everything and just keep it simple. So I came back to OBS Studio, I set everything all back up, and now I want to do a revamp. Now the revamp stuff and the files aren't ready yet, but I'm still going to use what I have for now and show you what it's going to look like, so you get a little sneak peek and also help you guys out. I know there's a lot of people out there that just don't have the little tips and tricks on how to just set up quickly, so I'm here to get you guys sorted in this quick and easy to follow video. Let's go. Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, my name's Phil. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/philmeister. I play variety games. I'm getting back into Apex Legends Season 12 at the moment. I'm trying to grind ranked and I'm trying to hit gold at least, because I've always either hit silver or just stayed at bronze because I can't be bothered grinding it out. So this season I think I'm going to dedicate more of my time towards Apex ranked. I just played Halo for the last 2 to 3 months and that was a lot of fun, but I've put that aside for Apex. I like opening up Pokemon cards on the YouTube channel as well. Check out the videos. I rip into packs, elite trainer boxes, do a couple of unboxings and all that. It's pretty exciting. So I'd appreciate if you guys could like this video if you think this guide is helpful, and also please consider subscribing to the channel and hit the bell for notifications. Let's go. Now as you guys can see, I've just fixed up the mess from the intro scene. It's not fully fixed up, but I've cleaned it up now. Couple of tips, right? If you guys have your camera frame and if you have your camera there and if you have a little background for your green screen there, a couple of tips. You're not going to always fit the video and the frame together. Now you can hold Alt. See what I just did there? If it's green, it means you've just cropped the video. See? Oh, look at that. You can see my body. This camera is quite big. Oh, look at that. Pikachu's there. So as you can see, this camera, oh my goodness, is quite big.
That's what she said.
But what I just did, and you can also control Z, so you can control Z everything. If you stuff something up, put it all back. Boom. We're all sorted. But as you saw, the edges, you can actually morph. So if you just click and drag, that just goes, you know, big or small. If you hold Shift, you can transform and fit freely to your camera. See what I just did there? So if you hold Shift, you can literally free transform it. That's one of the easiest things to do. So this is literally very basic on how to just fit your camera frame, fit your video, and just crop it and transform it to just fit together. So all you need to remember is holding Shift for free transform and holding Alt for cropping. See? There we go. And Control Z as well. If you stuff something up and you want to go back, you can Control Z, undo, and that'll sort things out for you. Now, another tip would be to show you guys my settings. You don't have to copy this off by heart. I've looked into it and this is what fits me. If you're having problems with OBS, if you're having problems with streaming, or if you're having problems recording with the quality or the frames or the choppiness, just try this out. Give it a go. Let me know if it works and put in the comments to say, yay, it worked. G'day, woo! Yeah. or you know, just give me a little tip, give me some feedback on how you guys went with it by following these instructions. So let me just get the settings up on the screen now. All right, now this is going to be a bit trippy for you guys because it's going into infinity. I don't know how to sort this out, so it is what it is. All right, so you go to File, Settings. Now, I don't know if you guys need to know any of this stuff here. You can pause it at any time and copy the settings, but generally you're gonna want to go into Stream. I've logged in with my Twitch account. It's all auto. You don't really need to do anything here. Output is the main section. So streaming, recording, audio, replay buffer. So mine is set to advanced output mode. So you'll get these options when you set it to advanced, and you can change the difference between all 3 or 4 if you've got replay buffer set up. So streaming, I've got no audio tracks and nothing split there, but I think I would like to do that in the future. My encoder is using my graphics card, NVIDIA NVENC H264. That's my graphics card. Output is at 1080p. Rate control is CBR, 6,000 kilobytes per second. Keyframe interval 2. My preset is max quality. Profile is high. Psycho visual tuning. Don't know what that is. Don't ask me. So there's a little question mark there. It tells you. Enables encoder settings that optimize the user bitrate for increased perceived visual quality, especially in situations with high motion at the cost of increased GPU utilization. There you go. I've answered my own question. Just hover over the question mark. GPU 0, max B frames 2. That's it. This is not going through what every single setting is. It's just how to set it up like I've got it, test it out, give it a go. There's a ton of detailed half an hour and an hour, 2 hour videos out there. I want to try keep this under 10 minutes. Next is recording. Now in recording, you can, you know, put it into whatever location you guys want to. Audio tracks. Sometimes I have this set to 2 different audio tracks. So if I'm playing a game, I can split the audio between the game and my mic. So it's, you know, quieter, lower, higher, whatever it is. If I haven't mixed the audio right, I can do that. So sometimes I have that. So you can play around with that, the audio tracks. Encoder again is NVIDIA NVENC H264. So that's a graphics card. 1080p, and this time I've actually set things to CQP. So instead of CBR, I use CQP. CQ level is 20, so the levels are different than the bitrate. So instead of 6,000, it's, you know, it calculates different. So if you want to Google CQ level versus bitrate level, just Google that. This is what I've got. It's pretty good. Like you'll see the videos, or you'll see, you know, me recording stuff, and it's pretty good. Keyframe intervals is 2 again. Preset is quality, not max quality. Profile is high, and max B frames is 2. Now I forgot to mention up the top here, my recording format is in MKV. Now the reason why I've got it in MKV is if something happens to the recording and it crashes or something happens, I still have the recording saved up to that moment, so I don't lose anything beforehand. So I know the files are going to be bigger, but the fact that I don't lose the recording is way better than losing the whole file. So you guys can choose whatever you want to do. This is how I've got it set up. Go from there, give it a go. Let me know in the comments, guys. Another tip I'll give you guys is if you check the advanced section under audio and monitoring device, if you actually are monitoring something like a song for your intro or for your outro, and it's not going through your headset or headphones, check what device it's actually going through to. I actually had previously used wireless headphones, and the USB receiver I'd plugged into a different slot, so it actually needed to be changed to that slot because it came up Corsair Void Wireless 2, 3, 4. It had a number next to it, so it was actually in a different spot, so it wasn't actually going to it. So I was like, why isn't this working? I was so frustrated at OBS. I'm like, why haven't they fixed this problem? And it was just this one little setting here. So I hope that helps someone out. It took me forever to find that out, because then I didn't know when to change to my scene of, you know, my intro. Because I'd have the song, and when the song finishes, I'd do a, g'day guys, g'day champions, welcome to the stream. My name's Phil, happy Friday, happy hump day, whatever. So yeah guys, that's my audio settings. There's nothing really different in this section here. Video, it's pretty straightforward, 1080p. I haven't changed anything else, and it's at 60 frames. Now I've just realized you guys couldn't see the green and the red and whatnot when I was holding Alt and Shift, so that's what it looks like. So if you can see a green line or box there, that's where you've cropped it. So that's where the Alt would be, right? This is there, chopping it on the side there. Camera here, as you can see, all 4 sides are green because I've cropped it to fit inside the frame. Name here, you can use the arrow keys if you want to make it, you know, slight little adjustments, and there you go, it's in the middle there. Yeah, there's not too much on the background stuff, so I don't want to put too much in the video that really, you know, it's just how to get started. So this is how you get started the quickest. Now the next thing, I've got a lot of sources. I've got a lot of sauce. I got a lot of sauce, know what I mean? But what I'll show you is my main scene. So my main scene, this is my main scene, right? So I've got the rotating banner up here. That's from Harris Heller, and it's from Stream Elements. I can find a link maybe and try and put it in the description. This is what you guys will see when I'm streaming. So I've got that rotating banner. I've got the camera here. It's actually zoomed in a little bit. It's a Logitech camera. I actually use that cam scene as a source instead of putting 3 to 4 things for my camera on the screen, so I can actually move it all in one go. So I can move that all in one go. So I've just moved that around. You can click and hold control, and click and hold control, and move everything at the same time. So if you hold control, that'll move together. So you don't have to move one thing at a time. But the reason why I've got a cam scene is so it's all together. So I've got my frame, I've got my camera, and I've got my little text Filmeister all together. So I move it all in one go. Don't have to hold shift, control, whatever. It's all good. And the rotating banner is at the top. Now I'll go back to this scene here so I can show you how to actually add sources. So down here, you hit plus. And if you've done what I've done and actually have a scene for your camera alone, you just go add scene and you can pick that. So I've got a cam scene where it's just my camera, my frame, and my name. So that's how I've added that in. So if you want, you can click that. And that's going to be an existing scene because you've already got that scene created. So you're not going to actually create a new scene. It's actually going to already be created in there. Next is what you want. I've got my webcam here. All you have to do is go into create a scene and go to video capture device. Then you're going to go into create new. You can honestly call it whatever you want. So I've got my Logitech webcam. I've got my Droid Cam app for my phone. So when I do Pokemon unboxings, I attach my phone to a little stand, and I use the app as a camera there. So that's a wireless, you know, camera, which is good because the camera quality is quite good on phones these days. And the Logitech webcam. So you just literally call it whatever you want. Logitech test, whatever. And you go and find your camera. So mine's a C9 22 Pro Stream webcam. And if you click the drop down, you'll see everything that you can actually use. So click the drop down, find your camera in here, and then you can mess around with it. So I'm not going to create that. I'll hit cancel, and I'll show you what my camera is. So this is the camera that I use. This is the camera. I don't know what you guys can see because it's covering pretty much the OBS window, but this is my camera. And these are my settings. So now it's gone to the other screen for some reason. These are my settings. Boom. Saturation and sharpness I've changed. So 155 is normally where I put it, but I've just moved the slider. 150 for sharpness. White balance is at 3890. Zoom, I've zoomed that up to the max. I've left exposure and focus, and I've turned off low light compensation. So the camera is actually smooth. There's no lag. If I had low light conversation, I'll show you what it looks like right now. See how that's not smooth? That's why I have that off. So I actually started doing this like, I don't know, maybe 3 to 6 months ago. So you're probably noticing that this camera is pretty decent. So in the webcam here is pretty good. When you see it full screen, it's a bit grainy and pixelated, but it is what it is. Hopefully we can get that upgrade this year. Know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. Like, all you need is a camera. All you need is some settings. Maybe check out your Google camera settings, best settings for this camera. If you have a different model, check out a video to get all the best settings. Otherwise, yeah, just mess around with it. Yeah, just check if it's smooth and all that. That's for the camera. You have a microphone, audio input capture. You're gonna want to choose a mic. So you go, call it whatever you want. I used to have the Corsair Void wireless microphone, and now I've got the Rode NT USB. I've had that for over a year. Fantastic mic, love that, appreciate the love. So hit the drop down, guys, choose your microphone in the menu, and then you're all sweet. Next one is your capture source for your audio. So all you have to do is hit the plus and go to audio output capture. You can actually change it here on the fly, but if you go in through that menu, you'll see this. So you can actually choose default. If your default setting on Windows is set to the headphones, or you can go and specifically choose speakers. Mine is going through my Rode NT USB. It's got an auxiliary port in there, so I can do the monitoring. I can hear myself in here. It's got that side tone, which I had in my Corsair Void wireless. So yeah, it's good to hear the audio. It's good to make sure everything's all sweet and all smooth. So, you know, however you guys have your mic set up, if you do it like that, if you have a USB, wireless, whatever, just pick your audio device through there and you should be all good. And the last thing you'll need is a capture of what you're playing. So you can use mainly, I've got display capture now, which is what you guys can see, but you can mainly choose game capture. So that'll actually choose, I'll go add existing, I'll just show you what it looks like. So game capture, normally capture any full screen application works. If you open a game, you start the game, just look over to your OBS, game will appear eventually, then should be all fine. Otherwise, you can also do display capture, which displays the whole screen, or you can do window capture. So what I showed you guys, but you have to manually choose what you can see. So window capture, boom, and then choose basically what you want it to specifically go to. So choose that, just make sure you've set that already, and if it's not coming up, just check this to see if it's actually there. Otherwise, yeah, you can put images in there. If you have any other overlays, you just add it as an image, and then you again just mess around with the sizing, whichever works best for you guys. So I've got all these different images here. The latest of the green screens is my Apex Season 12 background. So Apex, let's go, get amongst it. So yeah, that's all there is to it, homies. Alright guys, I did promise you a little sneak peek of the revamp. It should be pretty obvious. I've got the banner already set up on YouTube. Here we go, let's see what it is. Boom, this is the new style. This is gonna be the theme of the overlays, so stay tuned. I'm hoping to get this updated in the next month or so, and I'll have the YouTube and the Twitch channel uniform with the theme. Red and black is my favorite colors, so that's, you know, pretty obvious with the logo as well, Filmmeister Gaming. So yeah, see you soon with the new overlays. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed that cheeky little tutorial. It's just a quick one this week. I actually had another video coming out last week, but my export kept crashing, so unfortunately that one didn't come out. So I want to, you know, to do a little how-to. I haven't done one in over a year since my how to make a Discord server last year. That went pretty well. I actually do want to do more how-to videos. So if you guys want to see more of this content, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel as normal. I appreciate that. We're trying to hit 200 subs this year, and it's a journey to 1,000 subs as well. So help us on that journey. And yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the video, if it helped you guys out, if it gave you at least one tip that you didn't know before, that would be appreciated, and share the video around.
I had a lot of informations learned today. It's very nice, and I insert into my head of the brain is a strong one.
Alright guys, appreciate the love, fan love, stay safe out there. Laters.